Sushma Singh, and you are watching Booster Classes. I understand my sudden appearance might surprise you all, but believe me, due to my demanding professional commitments, I couldn't create videos for a long time. However, I'm truly honored by the numerous requests I have received these days to provide guidance on writing skills for CBSE Standard 12. Now, as the examinations are just a day away, I sense the apprehension in the air. Fear not, my dear students. Today I am here to assist you in articulating your thoughts with clarity and coherence so that you can present your ideas in a compelling manner. Don't let the rumors unsettle you. Just believe in me and watch my video till the end so that you can ensure that you secure commendable scores. After all, your success is my priority. Let's begin with mastering notice writing. I know writing skills cannot be developed overnight. After all, it's a time bound process. But in this video, I will emphasize on the crucial tips that, when followed diligently, will surely fetch you good marks. All you have to do is to be particular of the format, which includes name of the issuing authority along with the city name, then the word notice, all in block letters, date of issue to be mentioned, title, and next comes a name of the issuing person and his designation. Remember to enclose your notice in a box and avoid using personal pronoun. Now, read the question heedfully and prepare a checklist for the content, that is the body paragraph, including five W's. And the number one WH question will be for whom, that is the targeted audience. Then comes what, that is the name of the event. When will include both date and time. Where, that is the venue. And finally, you have to write about to whom, that is whom to apply, whom to inquire about. So these are the five WH questions in the correct sequence. Try to get the information from the question paper. If it is not there, you have to invent. Always keep in mind that inputs given in the question paper should be included. Here is a sample of notice for you. As notice has to be drafted in a concise and 50 words, just cover 5 W's for the content and make use of some targeted formal words. Here you can clearly see like 5 W's, we can start the notice writing all the students from classes 6 to 12, which can be there in the question paper. If not, you need to identify the targeted audience, talk about the event, then talk about the date and time and the venue. You can just write the language. The details of the programs are given below so that you can avoid, there should be no confusion regarding preposition, on, which, where, and all these things. And write one inputs about that. All are requested to actively participate in this awareness program. And this, for further details, contact the undersigned is a must line for notice. Example for your help. Now, here you may find that the name of the school is not given in the question paper. There you need to write ABC Public School. And even if the city name is not given, you have to invent any city name. You can go with Lucknow, Delhi, whatnot, but the city name should not be XYZ. School name, organization name can be ABC or XYZ. And the rest, what I have explained, just go through this and practice accordingly. Lost and found notices are to be drafted in a slight different manner. Here is an example for you. You can begin giving the description of the missing or found items, then talk about the date, time, and venue. Finally, mention about the reward or the claim process. forward to the most confusing short composition, and that is invitations and reply. Now, we all know that formal invitations and replies come in two formats, that is, card and letter format. However, for the simplicity and to avoid any last minute confusion, I strongly advise you all to opt letter format and don't go for card format. Whether it is an invitation or a reply, stick to the format of letter because you all know how to draft a formal as well as informal letter. And in the upcoming exam, you will find internal choices also that will grant you the flexibility to choose your preferred format. So, need not worry. Just trust your skills in drafting both formal and informal letters, and there is no need to stress. Dismiss any rumors about enclosing letters in a box. Letters stand confidently on their own. To enhance your clarity, I have compiled several questions with highlighted keywords indicating the type of invitation and replies. You can see the slides and it is clearly mentioned. I have just for your help. For example, the first one, the keyword is your son is getting married and you are to invite your friends and relatives. So, of course, this invitation is for mass, so it cannot be in a letter format. You have to go for card format, right? But I have asked you to avoid this because you will have the one question if it is of card format, the next one for sure it will be a letter format. Now, the third one, if you look at the third one, it is talking about the highlighted words are that you are inviting someone to attend and speak at a workshop. So, definitely to speak means you are inviting someone as a guest speaker, right? And it is already mentioned there a letter of acceptance. So, because you are inviting someone, so there is no confusion regarding that this is a letter format. Now, you have to just brainstorm whether it will be in a informal letter or informal letter. So the idea that you are inviting an eminent educationalist to speak as a guest speaker, that is making it very clear that it is a formal letter. So in this way, I have highlighted the keywords that will indicate you, and this is how you have to read the question paper in the examination hall, not in a haste, but carefully, very heedfully, try to brainstorm which format it will be, and then go ahead with that. For a more comprehensive understanding, I have already shared a detailed video on my YouTube channel on invitations and reply. Feel free to watch it at your convenience and hone the skills of drafting invitations and reply. However, on the screen, you can find a formal invitation letter format in a very simple language. And to prepare for your upcoming board exams, this will help you a lot. Now, invitation in letter format is quite similar to notice. Apart from the format will be just like a formal letter, and then the content part is very much similar to the notice, where you have to keep in mind the 5 WH questions. And if it is not given in the question paper, you all have to prepare the checklist and invent on your own. Don't forget to include the inputs which are given in the question paper. So you can see here the first WH question here will be that you have to identify the host. Who is the host for this school competition? This is the English Literary and Cultural Society. Then you have to write the event name, which is here Inter-School Declamation Competition, which is on the topic communication skills are important in modern school. And then you talk about the date, time, and venue, very much similar to the notice. Then talk what is the invitation. Now you invite the person as a chief guest, as a judge, or whatever it is, guest of honor. And then Just like notice, what was the compulsory line for the notice? For further details, contact the undersigned. For invitation, formal invitation in letter format, the compulsory line will be kindly confirm your availability by some date. You have to mention the date. And then every format, the format top to bottom is very much similar to the formal letter. That's it. The replies to aid your understanding here. While I recognize that rote memorization is not the ideal approach for learning English, but for those struggling with flawless expression, this exercise can serve as a helpful tool. That too, in this last moment of preparation, you just need to familiarize yourself with the formal language and techniques employed or used in these examples. You can gain confidence in constructing well structured responses. Remember, the goal is not merely memorization, but a deeper comprehension. So, all you have to keep in mind for acceptance, the flow is first you need to express your thanks for the invitation, then talk about the details of the invitation, and then your confirmation. Similarly, whether you are declining, even if you're declining the invitation, the first line should express your gratitude for getting the invitation, then talk about the invitation, like its time, date, venue. Then give a very valid reason why you won't be able to attend. And then, of course, even if you're not going there, you won't be present, don't forget to convey your best wishes. So, this is how you will be able to draft a very constructive responses. Example of informal invitation in letter format. Informal letter means the language here you have free hand. That language can be informal one. Don't stick to the formal language. You are well aware of this. Just go through this and try to draft a similar response. Learn how to draft an informal reply in letter format. Now, the technique for formal or informal reply remains almost the same. Just you have to take care that informal reply, the language will be formal, and informal reply, the language to be informal. So, kindly go through the example which are drafted for your help and stick to the language and the technique mentioned over here. Now, as you approach the section involving long compositions, the choice between a letter to the editor and a job application awaits for you. And I strongly advocate opting for the job application, even though it seems it's time consuming. But believe me, it's not. Because indeed, it is mark fetching. The advantage lies in the ability to utilize common pre-prepared lines for both the covering letter as well as the resume. So, drafting a job application allows you to seamlessly interchange position names and required degrees, and streamlining the process and maximizing the efficiency. Whereas, on the other hand, you will find a letter to the editor demands time and effort to brainstorm relevant points, potentially becoming a time consuming and challenging task if you lack information on the given topic. So, for any job application, many lines from this provided sample can be adapted for various positions. A simple matter of adjusting the position name and the required degree. So embrace the simplicity and the tips for the job application and utilize this opportunity to showcase your skills without getting stressed. So kindly read the covering letter and try to memorize some common lines. Resume has to be drafted in a separate page, in a new fresh page, and the components of a good resume should include, that is, name, father's name, date of birth, marital status, contact details, educational qualification. You need to write minimum three. Work experience, if any. If not, then you can drop this. Hobbies, you can write or you can drop also, but this is must. Expected salary, you don't have to quote. If you are doubtful, just write the word salary negotiable. References is must. Any two references you need to mention. Then the declaration part, then place, date, and here your signature. If name is not given, remember always no personal information to be in given. You have to write ABC or XYZ. That's it. Otherwise, for long compositions, you will get between report and article writing. Once again, my experience says that it is always better to opt report, be it a publication report or reports for newspaper. The advantage lies in the ability to utilize some common prepared lines for both the reports. So kindly go with the report writing. Again, article writing can be time consuming if you lack information on the given topic. I think all you have to keep in mind is that it should be in, because it is a long composition, so it should never be in one paragraph. You better divide the report into three paragraphs or minimum two paragraphs. Like first paragraph will be WH questions you have to cover, and then the body paragraph give a description of the events in proper sequence, highlights of the programs, if any, or the activities, what was involved there. And then, of course, the concluding paragraph, you can include prize distribution, vote of thanks, and then a general comment on the quality of the program. So, focus point is actually, it has to be brief, but yes, in past tense. All the reports should be in past tense and preferably passive voice in three to four paragraph. Personal pronouns should be avoided. Value points for the report writing for accidents as events, because these are the different kinds of reports generally asked. So in case of accident, what you have to cover, as I told you earlier, first paragraph, introductory paragraph, will be covering the 5 WH questions, that is what happened, where, when, and how, the possible cause. Then talk about the people or the vehicles involved, loss of life and property you should mention, eyewitness, if any, details of the accident site, in what condition it is, detail of rescue, and all this will, don't worry, don't have to worry a lot, because report writing and article writing both are guided composition. You will be getting points. You, all you have to is to develop, write 2 points for each inputs which is given available in the question paper. So these are basically, it is given and already, it must be there in the question paper. All you have to write just to elaborate the points. For events, for example, if you're drafting a report on events, then of course the name of the events, the nature of the event, then why it is taken, the purpose you can talk about, the occasion, the organizer, date, time, venue. This will include the first paragraph. Then the body paragraph will be the sequence, the correct order of the activities that took place on that day. Then you can talk about the chief guest and the judges, if any. Highlights of the event should also be mentioned in the body paragraph. Chief guest message and vote of thanks can be the concluding paragraph. And then, of course, a general comment on the quality of the program. So if you are covering all these points, for sure you are going to get marks. The blunder is that students go with one paragraph. Don't do that. A sample of newspaper report. So the format is nothing, just the title you have to think about and the byline. So byline for the newspaper report will be by staff reporter. If any name is given, then you can write the particular name, comma, staff reporter. And see, it's not in one paragraph, three paragraph. Let the paragraph can be in one or two lines, but you have to split up into paragraphs. So go through this sample heedfully and I'm sure you will get ideas how to drop this and common lines that can be that you can prepare for report writing. Another sample of report writing for your understanding. Kindly go through this. Hope this video has cleared all your doubts. Once again, I'll recommend you to incorporate the targeted formal languages used in various samples in this video. Adhere to the format, stick to the word limits, and remain calm and composed while reading the question paper. Never read the question in haste because most of the hints are given in the question. It will be a guided composition. Long composition will be surely a guided one, so you need not worry. All the best. Thank you.